Well, the aviation world has once again turned its attention to the Boeing 787 Dreamliner after a recent Air India flight experienced an alarming mid-air emergency that has prompted India's leading pilots association to demand immediate inspection of all such aircrafts operating in the country. The incident involving Flight AI117 from Amritsar to Birmingham on October 4, 2025 marks another troubling chapter in the Dreamliner's complex safety narrative. During its final approach to Birmingham Airport at just 500 feet altitude, the Air India Boeing 787 Dreamliner experienced an unexpected deployment of its ram air turbine or the RAT system, an emergency power system that should only activate when the aircraft engines fail or lose electrical and hydraulic power. The Federation of Indian Pilots has described this as unprecedented, with Association President Charanveer Singh Randhawa stating, "I have never heard of the RAT deployment automatically without any hydraulic loss, power loss or any sort of failure." Well, on the other side, Air India maintains that all electrical and hydraulic parameters were normal during the flight, making the RAT deployment particularly concerning. In fact, the aircraft landed safely in Birmingham, but the return flight was cancelled as a precautionary measure and plane was grounded immediately for extensive inspection. The Federation of Indian Pilots, representing over 6,000 pilots across India, has written to Directorate General of Civil Aviation. Well, they have demanded a thorough electrical system inspection of all such aircrafts currently operating in the country. The pilots' body has also emphasized that this incident represents another pointer towards AI crash of B787 aircraft, referencing to the tragic Air India Flight 171 crash in June 2025 that killed around 260 people shortly after taking off from Ahmadabad. That crash also involved RAT deployment, though the investigation suggests fuel control switches were moved to cut-off positions, cutting fuel to both engines. The Boeing 787 Dreamliner safety record has been marred by numerous incidents and whistleblower allegations since its introduction in 2011. The aircraft's most significant early crisis occurred in 2013 when the entire global fleet was grounded for almost 3 months due to lithium-ion battery fires. Two separate incidents involving overheating batteries on Japan Airlines and on the All Nippon Airways aircraft led to the first complete aircraft type grounding by the FAA since 1979. Well, the battery problems were traced to thermal runaway in lithium-ion cells, with investigators finding that Boeing had failed to incorporate proper design requirements to mitigate severe battery failures. The solution involved encasing batteries in fireproof containers with vetting systems, adding 185 pounds to each aircraft. Well, not only these problems, in fact, multiple Boeing employees have also raised serious safety concerns about the Dreamliner's manufacturing process over the past years. One such man was John Barnard, a former quality control manager who worked at Boeing's North Carolina facility for over 30 years. In fact, he alleged that workers were installing substandard parts and that damaged components were being retrieved from scrap bins for reinstallation. John, who died by suicide in March 2024, had also claimed that oxygen system defects could render 1 in 4 emergency breathing masks non-functional. Well, for now, the Indian aviation regulator DGCA has initiated its own investigation into the recent RAT deployment incident, with Boeing providing recommendations for continued aircraft operations. However, the Pilots Association continues to press for more comprehensive electrical system inspection across the entire Indian 787 fleet, citing the pattern of incidents as evidence of systematic problems requiring immediate attention. Well, as the aviation industry grapples with these ongoing safety questions, the recent Air India emergency serves as a stark reminder that the Boeing 787 Dreamliner's reputation for advanced technology and efficiency remains overshadowed by persistent concerns about manufacturing quality and also, most importantly, system reliability.